Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Toy Collector Review with me, Sergeant Geek. And today, instead of looking at a Transformer from Hasbro, we're going to take a look at one that I picked up from AliExpress. It is a third-party knockoff, but it is really cool. I actually like it. The one I got actually came with one slight little defect, but it doesn't bother me because this thing is amazing. So guys, let's go ahead and let's check out this third-party figure. Alright guys, so here he is. It's from the War in Pocket series on AliExpress. This is Convoy, and it's supposed to be Optimus Prime, which is really cool. Let's take a quick look at this trailer right here. As you can see, judging by the size of my hands, I am a pretty big guy, but this thing is quite small actually. As you can see, he's got two ports up in the front for storage. We'll get to that here in a minute, but look at the sides here. Very nice detailing on the sides. And since it's a KO product, there is no Autobot or Decepticon insignias on these action figures. But you know, and I know exactly who this one is supposed to be. Once again, really cool. As you can see here, we're going to get into more detail with the trailer in a minute. But let's go ahead and let's look at Convoy himself. Once again, not a great cap figure. And here you can see that deformation I was talking about. Makes the arm stick out a little bit, which you can tell in the cab mode, but when he's in robot mode, you really can't see it. As you can see on the other side, no problems there. It's a decent figure in truck mode for the size of the figure itself, but the real surprise is when you actually get him into robot mode. As you can see, they hide everything pretty well. It is a pretty good figure, guys, but let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons. Alright guys, just so you guys can get a grasp on the size of this figure here, we're going to use one standard, which is going to be the G1 figures. So this way everybody knows G1 figures are one size, they didn't change, they're always the same size, as opposed to a lot of the figures that are coming out now that they have Legend, Deluxe, Leader class, and all these other Voyager class, all these other different classes and different sizes. So for comparison, we're going to use some G1 figures. So let's go ahead and let's bring out G1 Optimus Prime first. Alright guys, so here he is with G1 Optimus Prime. Now as you can see, he is a bit smaller than the original Optimus here. But I do have another cabin trailer Transformer from the G1 series that we can compare him to. And no, we're not going to use Ultra Magnus. Alright, so here he is with G1 Decepticon Stunticon Leader Motor Master. Now as you can see, he's not as small as Motor Master, but not as big as Optimus Prime. So he's kind of like the mid-size cabin trailer here, which is really cool. But just to give you guys a different perspective on the scale, let's go ahead and let's look at these guys at different angles. Alright guys, so this is them from the front, and as you can see, this little Pocket Warrior is really cool. He fits perfectly between Optimus and Motor Master, and it kind of looks like a small, medium, and large. This is really cool. It's really nice. It's detailed a lot. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at one other different angle here. And as you see here, when you stack them on top of each other, each figure is about the length of the previous one's trailer, which is pretty cool. But guys, let's go ahead and let's transform them and let's take a look at them in robot mode.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
In the world of the Transformers, it used to be easy to tell the Autobots from the Decepticons. But now, the mini-spies are on the loose. They look like Autobots, but are they?
It's a Decepticon! After him!
Transformer mini-spies. You get one with each of the 6 Autobot mini-car packages. Motorized Transformers. You can't tell if they're Autobots or Decepticons until you rub up their symbol.
It's an Autobot!
Transformer mini-spies. Get them while supplies last from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so here he is in robot mode, and this guy looks awesome. The trailer looks awesome as well, but let's get into the figure here. First, let's take a look at the head. He's got an awesome head sculpt there, very detailed, nice looking. He's got all the little hints of yellow on him. He looks very much like an MP10 miniaturized, which is really cool in my opinion. They really did an awesome job with this figure. As you can see here, once again, going all the way down, he's got some little gaps there, but not really noticeable. As you can take a look in the back, they did a good job of combining everything. I think this is an awesome figure, and I only paid $30 with shipping for him, and I think he was well worth it. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of the articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so you do get some weeble wobble, and as always, you can get 360 rotation. All right, now at the shoulders, his arms can go out at 90 degrees, and like most figures, he can do 360 rotation at the shoulders. Now at the elbows, he does have a pivoting, but this is the cool feature right here. He does have a double jointed elbow, which means he can go well past 90 degrees. Let me just do it here. Mine's a little stiff. There you go. That is awesome. That means he can get a lot of articulation out of this figure, which I think is really cool. Now at the hips, he does have hip rotation, but the crotch plate doesn't rotate with them. As you can see, it is a separate piece. Now he can go this far out, splitting the legs, and he does have thigh rotation. Now at the knees, he can go out 90 degrees, but at the hip, he can go just under 90 degrees right there, which all in all is still really cool. Now at the feet, he does have a little down pivot, and he does have ankle pivot, which is really cool. Once again, you can actually pose this figure in a lot of different ways there. And this figure comes with a lot of accessories. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of these accessories. All right, the first accessory we're gonna look at is a jetpack that he comes with. As you can see, it's really nicely detailed. The chrome pieces at the bottom are nicely done. It is a hollow accessory, but you really won't see that much because you mount it here, and you put it on his back, and you can have him just like he was in the first season of Transformers back in the 80s. He has a little jetpack on him, which is really cool. Now, I know you guys are wondering what possibly could his gun look like. Well, let's take a look at his plasma rifle. Here it is right here. As you can see, they did a really good job on this, as small as it is. It's got some nice little detail there in the back with the silver, and it mounts easily into the hand, nice and snug. So you can get some great poses there with that as well. And he also comes with his energy axe. Now it's a two-piece setup. Just slide it in there. And the way you mount this, you just put it on his hand as if he was holding a weapon. And there you have it. He has his energon axe. I'm just gonna mount it over here for right now so you can see it. And there you go. Once again, that looks really awesome right there. And he does come with another accessory right here. What Optimus Prime would not be complete without a Matrix of Leadership. And this one, as small as it is done really nice. I like the way it is, with the blue in the center and the metallic silver around the edge for the handles. And all you gotta do is just open up his chest, and you just press it in, and it'll hold it in quite snug. If you press it in right, let me get it right there. That should be it right there. As you can see, it won't fall out, but it's easy. It'll come out easily when you want it to. And there you go. He comes with a lot of different accessories right here. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's move on and let's take a look at the trailer, because the trailer in and of itself got some detail and some awesomeness to it as well. Let's just put them back here and let's take a look at this trailer right now. First thing on the trailer, let's take a look at Roller. Roller's done up really good. He actually has two ports on the side for those two little configurations. I can't remember what they are, but they did come with the G1 as well. As you can see here, you can put them on the top of Roller, which is really cool. And with this one, Roller can actually carry the trailer. If you flip down Roller's little light right there, as you can see here, you flip it down, he's got a little port there. You can hook the trailer up, and Roller can move the trailer around. Roller's done really nice. Once again, another nice little detailed figure to go along with this. This guy has a lot of detail. So let's put all this stuff back. Let's just put Roller off to the side, and let's take a look at this trailer. Now, as you can see, the G1 trailer actually had stickers down. This one's got some detail. The workstation in the center has different points of bending and articulation. The top is actually on a ball joint, which is really cool. Now the only thing is you can't mount them on top of the trailer with the trailer closed. I wish they actually would have did the cutout for that, but all in all, it's still a great looking piece right here. As you can see, he's got the arms, he's got the radar dish. This is a great figure all in of its own. This is awesome looking. The arm does have some nice articulation, so whichever way you want to display the trailer, whether you want to lay it down or have it standing up, you can get a great display out of it. And once again, as you can see, some really nice detail work inside the trailer itself. G1, those were actual stickers. They actually went the extra mile with this one. And just like the MP10 trailer, this one has the ramps, and you can actually slide them in for storage. Once again, for such a small figure that has so much detail, this thing is amazing. So let's go ahead and fold up the workstation here, and let's pack up this trailer. Just like a lot of the Hasbro MPs and the original G1, the workstation folds up very similar to those. As you can see here, you can see right there the ball joint for the top of it. Once again, it folds up nice and compact, and just like the MP10, this one actually has some legs that drop down for positioning, and it has the supports right there for the sides. This is a lot of detail for such a small figure and trailer. Really awesome. So let's go ahead and let's close it up. It doesn't have anything to clip together to close it up, but the ports actually hold it in real nice and tight. You close up the sides right there, got the legs down. You can see there the trailer hitch for Optimus Prime, or Convoy as he is. Close it up. Once again, really cool, but let's go ahead and let's do some comparisons. Before we do that, let's go ahead and let's put Roller back in there. Because he's so small, I don't want to actually lose him. So let's place him back inside the trailer. Close it up. Now let's go do some comparisons. All right, now that we got him on the turntable, let's go ahead and let's do our first comparison. All right, so once again, here he is with G1 Optimus Prime. And as much as G1 Prime is my favorite figure, I gotta give it up to this Pocket Warrior here. He's small, he's compact, and highly detailed, which makes it great for collecting for guys who have very limited space. You can actually get yourself a really cool figure that doesn't take up a lot of space on the shelf. So he is one of my favorite figures right now. But once again, we got one more figure to compare him to, so let's go ahead and let's bring out Motormaster. And here he is with Stunticon leader Motormaster. Now, even though Motormaster is smaller in the alt mode, he is quite larger in robot mode, and that's because Motormaster actually transforms with everything, his cab and his trailer, as the Micro Optimus Prime is just the cab. But once again, really cool, really awesome. They look really great in their alt modes, but I think I'm gonna display him in his robot mode because he looks so much cooler in robot mode as opposed to his alt mode, which leaves a lot to be desired. But all right, guys, that's enough of the comparisons here. All right, guys, before I forget, this figure does come with a display stand. As you see here, if you want to display your figure up in the air using the jetpack or flying through the air like he did in Transformers the movie, this stand is perfect for that. You can post them up, have all different types of ways to display this figure. Now, once again, guys, I did pick this up from AliExpress. He did cost me a total of around $30. That's including the shipping and handling. Once again, my figure came with one slight defect in it, but I am not complaining about it. It's still a great figure. He's never gonna be in his truck mode. He's always gonna be in robot mode, so you don't really notice it, so I'm fine with it. But guys, if you guys want to check it out, once again, go check out AliExpress. Check these figures out. They're really cool and they're really affordable. I know they got a Megatron, a Soundwave. I plan on picking up as many of these micro figures that they have, and I'll be displaying them on this channel. So guys, once again, that's it for this episode right here.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
New Transformers are here. Micromaster Transformers.
Our new commandos can go where no other Transformers can go. What are they? Micromasters. Why don't we have them?
Now Autobots and Decepticons have Micromasters.
Micromasters, they're smaller and faster Transformer commandos that go where nobody else goes. Micromaster Transformers. They've got the power to surprise.
New Micromasters in patrols of 4. Collect them all.
Transformers.
We now return to the Transformers.
Alright guys, so once again, that's going to wrap up another episode of Toy Collector Review. Once again, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, become a member of this channel, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified every time I put out a new video. If you guys like the content that I'm putting out, hit that like button, and guys, share this video with everybody you know. And guys, if you like the stop motion I've been using in my videos, I'm gonna leave a link to the channels that I've been getting them from. It is a Lazy Eyebrow and the Prime Overlord. But guys, once again, this is Sergeant Geek, and I'm signing off.